So now we're ready to start the animation. I've got all my different layers. So what you do is go to View, or rather, let me see, Window, Timeline, and this shows up. And yours might not have this yet. You might have to create something. Here's a little trick. Watch this. See that little arrow with the 4 bars down here on the Timeline menu? Click on that, and of course you can't see that. Let me move this in. Click on that, and you're going to grab the one that says create new layer, or rather actually we want to make frames from layers. So I'm going to do that, and yay. So it did all the work for me, because what's awesome about this is that I've got an individual frame now for each of those layers. So I don't have to do all this work by myself. So let's see what that looks like. If I go ahead and come down here and play this, I'm going to say, first of all, a couple things. Look at this for a second. It says this one's going to play for 10 seconds. This is going to play for 0 seconds. So all I'm going to see if I hit play, which I'll do, is just this image played over. Like, there's nothing else there. It's boring as it gets. So instead, what I can do is I can say, well, I'll play it for maybe, let's try 0.2 seconds. I might need to bring this down to 0.1, but we'll try this out. So you see how I can click on each of these, change it to 0.2 seconds. I wonder if there's a way to do this quicker. If I grab this and go to 0.2, no, oh yes, it did change them all. Okay, that's awesome. So I just had this held the shift key down. So I hit play, and now I've got the same, I just noticed I have the same frame twice, so I'm going to delete this one. And I'm also going to say, instead of playing once, I'm going to play it forever. So start here and hit play. Yeah, that loops. Pretty cool. So that's just the first start of this. You can actually create a frame-by-frame animation just by doing that. So again, you'd go to Timeline and just add all those awesome things to it. And of course, you can stop it at any time. And if you need to, like if you feel that this isn't really working, let's try it at 0.1 seconds. So I select all these and change these to 0.1. And let's try hitting play. You know what? I don't know. I think I like that better. It's a little snappier. That's the way to go. So that's how you start to create an animated GIF. That's pretty easy.